have no fury like Miley and Art Candy when you pick on the people that we like. Nathan, you are worthy of your voice and your fears and your accomplishments and your courage and your triumphs and the scars that you will endure. Like I said earlier, show me your scars. You know, like when we have the backbone to stand up and do what you did earlier, which I consider to be some of the most courageous words that were spoken here tonight, we get attacked. That's part of this. And
they think that just because we're minorities, then that means that we are specifically targeted because we're a minority.
Yeah. And I understand you have more courage in your pinky than they will ever have in their tweet. And you got a bright future ahead of you. I know that just by, listen, you stepped into the arena, you stepped onto the speaker stage. That shows a lot of gumption. Most people don't do that.
Thank you.
That shows that you will walk through the fire, and you might get some little burns and nicks and stuff right there, but that's what's going to shape you. It's going to make you an even better person to resist these kinds of people, and also when you get older, show courage in ways that inspire other people to have the backbone like you, because you set a precedent of not taking that bullshit. And I hope you follow me on Blue Sky as well.
I already did.
Oh, very cool.
I just say that I got granted, I post on Blue Sky and then I walk away, because honestly, I don't have the energy to be posting on here, on there, on Instagram, on fucking Threads. Like, I don't have the energy to look at all of the comments. I don't have enough time in the day. Like, it's impossible. So, to my credit, I haven't really spent a lot of time reading comments on Blue Sky. However, right after we're talking about the trolls, Miley said, they can get blocked or suspended and whatnot. Finally, I saw my very first troll on Blue Sky. Somebody wrote, "Your body, my choice, bitch." And I'm like, okay, I'm going to see how this whole reporting feature. So I've reported my very first person on Blue Sky, and I'm very curious to see what they do. If you can call somebody a bitch, if you can, what level, what is their acceptable toleration of...
Yeah, because Twitter, it has, this high toleration, you can call someone a bitch, you can call someone the N-word, and they won't really give a shit.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what happens. I'm very, very curious.
It's horrible. I think it's horrible that Nick Fuentes started that, your body, my choice thing. Yeah, it just makes me so sad for the women that are out there seeing.
Let me tell you something about Nick Fuentes. Women don't really need to fear him because he's a little fag that's hiding in the closet, and that's just between your uncle and you. But don't pay attention to that little fucking rat that hides behind keyboards and cameras. He runs.
The funny part is he lives in this little shithole town outside of Chicago called Berwyn, right?
Yeah.
He's been widely doxxed. But abortion is legal in Illinois, so my body, my choice, motherfucker. We live in the same state. Eat my ass.
And
right.
And he's gay as fuck. I'm just gonna say it because I'm leaving tonight. Nick Fuentes is gay as fuck.
Even George Santos thinks. I'm pretty sure George Santos thinks that Nick Fuentes is gay.
Anyways, Nathan, thank you for coming up here tonight. I'm going to move you down to the speakers and do some closing thoughts.
Okay, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming up. Come up anytime. Miley and I have a space now that Steven has done.
Seriously.
You're welcome.
I've been on one of your spaces before. I already followed both of you on Blue Sky, okay?
I'll follow you back. I just gotta go find you.
Don't expect me to pay much attention to you on Blue Sky, but I do try to be as engaged as I can on here. I'm not giving up this platform. I'm not doing it.
I know, Art, but Steven is. What do you do?
Listen, you two. We have been through the
You're one of my all-time favorites, Steven.
You guys, like, we have been through the ringers. We have watched the fights. We have been through doxings together. Like, y'all are sisters now.
Which is why I know you'll be back, because you're going to miss all of this. You will miss this. And, you know, you can keep your account, just put everything to private, and just come back when you want to come and co-host a space.
I'll consider it. But I'm making my decision tonight. Do y'all have parting thoughts?
No, my parting thought is I know you'll be
Yes.
back. I know you'll be back, but I will miss you in the couple of weeks that you're gone. And I hope that you take the time to rest and, you know, get into a better headspace and process and grieve and come back ready to fight with us. I have faith you'll be back, so I'm not getting super emotional. And I don't want you to get super emotional because I know you'll be back.
Miley?
I just appreciate all the time you spent with us in spaces and co-hosting, and I've learned a lot from you as well, especially about leukemia and medication and all of the things that you hold to be true. So thank you for all the educating you've done of me and the patience you've had for everyone that's come into our spaces. I'll miss you, but I have your phone number so I can call you. And this is just going to make me pressure Justin to get Sky Spaces up and running faster over at Blue Sky.
There we go.
So I appreciate you and thank you. But I understand needing to protect your peace. I totally get it. And I'm just a phone call away. You know that. So don't be a total stranger.
Alrighty. Guys, what a journey these last... When did I join? Hold on. Was it 2010? I can't remember. It says I joined in 2009. So however many years that's been, what a fun ride it has been. I remember when I first decided I was going to get off of Facebook and I was going to exist on Twitter full time. It was when I moved to New York City, and that time of my timeline is a blast from the past. You know, these last 8.5 years living with leukemia have been some of the most challenging years of my life. To say last Tuesday was a blow would not sufficiently describe the pain I feel and what that vote meant to what I felt about the substance for a future. I have concerns about democracy, and I fear the move that other people who are supposed to be safeguarding our democracy are making themselves. I get concerned when I see fascists on this app terrorize young and defenseless people who show courage. I can no longer, for the good of my health and what time I have left on this earth, whether that be long or short, continue to take on the stress and burden of more labor of stopping people from calling me a pedophile. It is too much. I often have dreams of this kind of shit because of what the school parents movement was like from 2021 to 2022, and what it meant to defend the pride flag in Orange County, California, where you can find my speeches when Huntington Beach banned those flags. I consider being queer to be a blessing. And it is because of the work of activists who never lived to see the days like this, where HIV could be controlled and not spread through swallowing a pill. The activism that they set off in the 1980s for a healthcare revolution that led to the funding, the research, and the global spread of HIV and AIDS awareness saved my life. Because it was when I went to go get on PrEP medication to be in control of my sexual health that they found out I had leukemia. And so even though they were fighting for their life, somehow, some way, they fought for something much bigger than themselves that caught me as well. Even though I never caught HIV and never had to suffer through what they did, their foresight in turning their bodies into battlefields to save communities of men and women and trans people alike for the future given me a profound lease on life to fight to save the Affordable Care Act, signed by President Barack Obama, but really passed by Nancy Pelosi. I've had the opportunity to sit with the Speaker of the House. I've had the opportunity to work with senators and congressmen and presidents and vice presidents to mobilize voters in 2018, 20, 22, and 24 to get into action to vote like lives depend on it, because they do. And sadly, we came up short this last time against great odds and circumstances way beyond our control. All in all, I feel very good about the activism I did for the last 8.5 years, and maybe with some soul searching and opportunity to present my activism in calmer waters can attract more people back into activism, and who knows, maybe even inspire thoughtful conservative to come over to that app as well, to engage in ways of debate that lead to progress, that solve problems for people. I think the victims of bad public policy have a really tough time coming ahead. And the question we will all have to face in the years ahead of us are, what are our red lines? For my conservative friends, I hope you really take that question to heart. Because I do feel the conservative movement has allowed the goalpost to be moved. And I do believe that people have the ability to base their values in a way that are fixed and immovable. And defining your red lines will give you something to fight for. Because when the goalpost meets it and then it tries to pass it, I dearly hope that you find your friends on the left who will help you stand up resolute against it and be the bulwark that protects democracy. I want to end with my quote that I came up with.
Years practicing, I became very disconnected from it because I knew it wasn't. I came across a book by Rabbi. Start discussing, things like Jewish meditation before we start encouraging people that have never ever looked at Torah, that are looking at, Magaring, or that I think of very, very necessary right now because there's just so much confusion. And try to keep it simple and then build. Thank you for having me, Rabbi. Wow, just like hearing your voice. Awesome. Toda.
It'll be my pleasure. So I'll share with you a line, something I heard. This was the title, or along the lines of a title from a lecture that I went to probably about 15 years ago, and it was, there are multiple paths to one God. And
Pussy eaters have 500. Okay, let's see. We've got 2 more 500. What the fuck? Shit fucking. Okay, 2 500 questions left on the board. This goes to Pussy Eaters, which is JB, David, Heather, Cody, Just Jake, and Dave. Everybody else, mute your fucking mic. Shut the fuck up. Here we go. What are the 3 forms
Saga continue.
If you're finally ready to take a trip without the kids, seeing if you're pre-approved will never hurt your credit score. With Capital One pre-approval, you can...
this, you will Please don't scroll. I'm just trying to... Delivers. Alright. Finish him. This is ASMR. It's delicious. You guys seem to be scary one. And some malware that it was not really necessary. People are weird. Manufacturing jobs.
Co-founded a non-profit
Chester and Toby, they went all Yakuza on Nicholas. You know, they got crazy. Had to call the cops just to keep him from killing the poor guy. I gave them each $1,000 and told them what Nicholas had done. They kicked his ass. camera. It's got a comfy grip and handy buttons. With a simple flip and a pop of the bottom, it morphs into a tripod, offering steady horizontal or vertical shooting. I'm just...
Check-in time is 3.
It's 2:55.
I know.
Is this what he's doing now?
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. No games, no fun.
Yes, Coach.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, when other vacation rentals make you share your turf with a host, try one you have all to yourself.
You're plugged in. Turn up the fun full throttle in Toyota's all-electric BZ4.
The phone you are holding now will receive a phone call in 15 minutes. If you skip this, you will regret it later. The phone... If you skip this, you will regret it later. The phone you are holding now will receive a phone call in 15 minutes with life-changing good news. If you save this video, type Amen and follow to claim it. If you skip... If you skip this, you will regret it later. The phone you are holding now will receive a phone call in 15 minutes with life-changing good news. Don't skip. God says you are going to receive...
famously gained 30 pounds to play Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. And gaining that weight and being strong gave him a lot of confidence.
And I put on some weight, and I felt strong, and I've been training, and I got on the trainer, and I saw Christian was out there, and he didn't have a t-shirt to vest on, and I saw his arms, and I looked at him, and I was like, I'm gonna walk this.
But that all changed when he finally came face to face with Christian Bale in the Batsuit.
This huge Reuben figure turned up on set. You ready? Barbecue beef short ribs. Shut up. Mac and cheese. Girl. And collard greens again. Shut up. Let me say something. Would you rather?
This costume is a little different from the one we had before. It's less shiny. Yeah, it's less sparkly. I don't have the same drip that I had in the other ones. Putting it on, you start to see where your body's changed, where you need to still improve or, build up. And thank God for muscle suits. This costume is a little...
Do you consider yourself a food nerd?
I'm happy to be here. My wife, who was watching Baby Boy until she felt like she has to go to bed, so I'm on newborn baby right now duty, which means that she was supposed to get her feeding between 9:45 and 12, but she's still sleeping, so I'm not going to wake her. So if she wakes up, I can still be on this. I'm just going to have to prepare about it while I'm listening and answering. But that's great, and that's all fine. It's all good.
I'll drop
you going to kill me?
Yes, absolutely.
Shit.
In the name of the Galactic Senate of the Republic, you're under arrest, young Skywalker.
Dude, he was the secret Sith Lord.
I guess that makes you
Stand trial first.
It was too
You're
dangerous
saying
to be
things
left
like,
alive.
I want
You
that
saved
EPS
the
on my
entire
desk by
Republic,
EOD.
but we still sentence you to 39 years in prison.
That's outrageous.
Now you're doing Robin Hood.
It's unfair.
Earning a high interest rate on your cash.
Did you just call me bald?
Oh, what?
Because no one runs
I
your
didn't know
mouth
you bald.
Okay, that's
like
it.
you.
Are you going to kill me?
Yes, absolutely.
Shit.
In the name of the Galactic Senate of the Republic, you're under arrest, young Skywanker.
Dude, he was the secret Sith Lord.
He had to stand trial first.
He was too dangerous to be left alive.
You saved the entire Republic, but we still sentence you to 39 years in prison.
That's outrageous.
I've been practicing law in this area for 30 years. I've talked to a lot of people. I've helped a lot of people.
My family owned a butcher shop and grocery store on the old Haymarket downtown. Talk about it.
What about Christians, evangelisch, Catholic, Muslims? What about them? They're all secondary. The only person, if you're going to pass a law, if you do anything against them, say something bad to them, or want to harm them, will be for a Jewish person to protect them. But you can go out there and rape a white girl, have the immigrants come across the border, rape young girls, rape young men, murder them, whatever. The most horrific things can happen, just like Palestine. No. How dare you say anything anti-Semitic? We're going to now enforce a law to hold you guys accountable. What about Amsterdam? Whoa. Jewish hate. We need to send ADF agents in there. They're going to send the military to Amsterdam. That's unheard of.
Oh, tell people
And
about that.
Just leave it there.
So in Amsterdam, there was this is the craziest. I posted about this actually. Okay, so when these IDF soldiers got off of the airplane, there's video of this, guys. Please, matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in the nest for you because when I saw this, I was in shock. So they come off and they're literally like chanting all of these like death to Palestinians and death to this and like crazy, the craziest, weirdest chants. They're in Amsterdam and it's for a soccer game. I think it's soccer, right? Was it soccer? Just to confirm.
Yes, soccer. Yes.
And so they end up going in and
It's an international audience. Football is on a pitch.
Football.
Yes, it's only soccer in America.
I thought it was ping pong, guys. Did I miss the memo? Or was it curling? It was one or the other.
I don't know.
It was pickleball, Malcolm.
So they end up losing and they end up getting into a brawl with the people there and they ended up getting their ass beat and they start like chanting. So then they basically, are calling for the military, the IDF to go and basically fight these people in Amsterdam because of that. Like to unleash the military on these people. What the fuck? Like, that's not normal. That's not normal at all. And I can get into the next bill as soon as... Go ahead, Truth. After you're done, I'll go to the next bill.
Yeah, no, they don't like to tell the whole story. They have the audacity to call that a pogrom when in fact it was them who provoked everything that took place with their terrorists and the mayhem that they caused. They were the ones who got out and started shouting death threats, death to all Arabs, let's destroy all their mosques. They're the ones who ripped off a Palestinian flag. So they're the ones who damaged a cab and beat up a cab driver. And they're the ones who provoked the reaction they got. They got stopped around a little bit, they got beat up, and then they're crying like the little sissy boys that they are. Because without their F-35s and dumb bombs to defend them, they're a bunch of sissies. And that's who these Jews really are. They act like tough guys, but then when they get confronted with just a normal reaction, they cry like the little girls that they are, and they say it's a pogrom. They've done this historically for 3,000 years. They're the perpetual victim, and they always blame someone else after they provoke the reaction, and then they lie about history to make it sound like they're the victim that's always been persecuted, and that they need anti-Semitism laws to protect them, and they need a Jewish state to escape to shield themselves from the prosecution that they deserve, and that's why they've been kicked out of 109 countries, 1,034 times, soon to be more countries it seems. I think it should be 110 actually, because Maldives should count, they're not allowed back there, and really they should be banned by more countries. I'm not sure if you saw what took place today, so we already discussed what took place in Amsterdam, but they also started another scuffle and fight in France, where they were again provoking the locals there, and there's one Jew who beat up a woman, because that's what the Jews do. They beat on those that are vulnerable. They disproportionately always attack women and children like the weaklings that they are.
And Turkey doesn't even want them to come there.
And there's an Italian hotel actually that said they don't want anybody from Italy or from Israel coming there, and they've canceled those reservations. So that's it.
Anyways, we don't know why are they playing in Europe.
Trying to keep Europe
They're in
safe
Asia.
from Jewish
Why
terrorists. We need to
are
keep
you
Europe
playing in
safe.
Europe?
We need to keep Europe safe from Jewish terrorism.
I think Coyote had something to say on this specifically. Did you, Coyote? Welcome to the stage.
Hey, welcome. I appreciate y'all for having me. So, I just wanted to tell you.
What up, boy?
I said, what's going on? Yeah, I've been been seeing it. You know, I know what you've been going through, but my eyes have been opened. Okay. And I'll tell you why, because this kind of pertains to kind of how y'all told Mace, like she's going to get a lot of backlash and everything. So I do spaces, and you know, I guess you could see me like revolutionist, constitutionalist kind of, but like I'm not an echo chamber like a lot of these other ones and stuff like that. I get down to the nitty gritty and talk like about some shit that you know is going on. But what I noticed. That everything kept leading to Israel. Like it's just I held a space on it, had 8 people come up, got search banned, and just noticed it, and then every. You know what I'm saying? Hardcore motherfuckers come grabbing a mic quick. But where this really stemmed from. Reaching out like they attacked it, and it was wild because it grew, and you know it's all because you know. Hi, I'm Elder Gale, and I'm Elder Bird. How did you meet your fiance?
I met him on Salamza.
Love him. Another. If you're single, stop.
Are you comfortable?
Yeah. Am I everything you need? Last night, my wife made this suit.
Excuse me? My friend, he saw you, he thought you were very beautiful, he wanted to get your number. Oh my.
Is you sure? Arthur Sullivan.